You have no doubt heard about Dear White People. And I will say, as a black male, in part, I was infuriated. Now, I don't want to get copyright strike, so I'll just put the link to the video. Give it a watch first. Give it a watch, and then come back. Okay. It stereotypes white people. It stereotypes what white people do. And it makes it look like there are no poor white people. There are plenty of poor white people. In fact, I'm having a conversation with two of them right now. People that are hardworking, nurses. One of my good friends is a nurse. So when I see something like this, it's just kind of like, well, we can make fun of this group, but we can't make fun of that group. And that's never acceptable for me. And this just creates even more of, a racially divisive rhetoric. And the media is just horribly irresponsible with propagating this lie. You could throw a stone in the county that I live in, or any county in the United States, really, save for like the top 20 most wealthiest, whatever, and you can find white people that are sewer workers, waste management, doing all sorts of jobs that we often attribute with being poor, and doing all sorts of jobs because they are poor or whatever. So this stereotype, and I'll go to one of the screenshots here where they show the stereotypical rich white college goer, and it's offensive. Like, look at this, she's got a pearl necklace, a U.S. flag pinned on her on her freaking jacket or whatever, shirt or whatever. And then they got the frat boys. It's just, I'm gonna guess here, but in a lot of universities, if you dress like that, you'd probably get your ass kicked. But and then saying you can dress up like this or that, and you can do this. I mean, I'm sorry, this is America. You can go fuck yourself if you think you can tell other people what they can and cannot wear. Okay, people will do what they want and accept the consequences of something if they do it and it's genuinely wrong, or if it's just wrong and the loony left size, they'll just face a couple of months of harassment. But seriously, it's ridiculous. And people dressing up in blackface. Someone sent me a link to images of kids at various colleges doing blackface or whatever, and I thought it would be more common than it actually is. But the link was spread over like 2007 to 2017 or something like that, and there really wasn't that many pictures. And under a lot of the pictures, there was clarification that some of the pictures were from the same event and not separate events. And I've never heard someone say, yeah, blackface is a good idea. I've never seen that as a costume, and then the whole cultural appropriation thing, I wonder what the left would say if they saw pictures of me and my friend dressing up as Pedro and Napoleon Dynamite. I dressed up as Pedro. Oh no, I'm not Mexican. I'm culturally appropriating someone else's race. It's just, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And then they show the black students rebelling against the racist white frat party or whatever by destroying a bunch of stuff. That's really not going to fit well with the stereotype you guys got going on of being violent. And I don't like that stereotype because it's harmful, it's hurtful. It makes me think twice. Imagine if someone did a video, "Dear Black People," and it was a narrator saying, "Stop committing all these felonies and stop killing each other in Chicago and stop leading to like the highest homicide rate in the city of Chicago in a long time." It would be offensive, obviously. And nowadays, in the era of political correctness, I really doubt anybody could get away with being even remotely close to anything racist. And I know this is based off a movie that is not exactly a box office hit. It didn't. It barely grossed more than the production costs and whatnot, even internationally. So, but nonetheless, Netflix will run it for a season, probably two. And it's interesting because they're not doing it for financial reasons. They're doing it to virtue signal, because you cannot tell me this series is going to turn a serious profit. It's not House of Cards, it's not Orange is the New Black, it's not anything like that. But like I said, it's just the media and the left are just irresponsible with how they are propagating the so-called reality of race relations and whatnot. I don't need any more assumptions about me created or whatever. But I guess to sum up, my feelings on this would be black people and white people are not a monolith. Races are not a monolith. Okay, they're not everyone. It's not groupthink when you have a certain skin color and whatnot. But I think one of the things that I want to make important is that I grew up in a fairly wealthy suburb of a pretty wealthy area, and there were plenty of white people. In fact, that was probably the majority, a lot more. But plenty of people from all sorts of races and cultures and other countries even. So I've dealt with, obviously, a lot of white people and a lot of black people and a lot of people from other different cultures and whatnot. I have relatives that are white. I have relatives that are white and wealthy. I have cousins. I have friends that are wealthy, that go to schools and whatnot. And none of this stuff happens. At least not with the people that I know that have money and reputations and whatnot. I'm sure it happens, but probably more anecdotally than on a widespread scale. It's like the whole myth of systemic racism and white supremacy. It's just false. And just because someone's white and wealthy doesn't mean they're racist. Most of these people, they don't care about your skin color. They care about your work ethic and your attitude. Okay, it's really, really not a race issue. And the way I see the left is they treat like black people, particularly ones in inner cities, like pets. Like, oh, you don't understand the black experience. Like it's like a dog, or like they're breeding animals or something. It's really just strange. And I got that from Gavin McInnes. But he's so right. And if you call him on it, they either call you a racist if you're white, or if you're like me, they call you an Oreo, an Uncle Tom, someone who doesn't understand their privilege. Oh, you're only half black or whatever. It's just there's no winning. You can shower them in facts and they will not see it. And basically, to sum up the whole dear white people thing, I just think it's very dumb to fight prejudice with more prejudice. It's like fighting fire with fire. I mean, granted, there are situations where you have to fight fire with fire, you have to use violence and whatnot, but this is just irresponsible, and it's a bad way of being the so-called voice of reason, as this trailer tries to perpetuate. So that's the end of this video. It was getting kind of long, so I wanted to make it its own video, and then in the next video that I upload, I'm going to continue kind of on this course of what's been happening this week, and my thoughts on some of the other issues, like the media being irresponsible with propagating, all these lies and whatnot. So look for the video. Thanks for watching. Numerical Sheriff.